Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the ConTechHQ Podcast. Today with me, I have Matthew Welford from HomeBuilder, the product HomeBuilder by Suite Engine. Hey, Matthew, how's it going?
Hey, Eri, good to see you, mate.
So today we're just gonna do a brief run through of the Suite Engine platform, and Matthew is gonna run us through everything you need to know pretty much about Suite Engine and how you could benefit from it. So, Matthew, do you want to start off with just telling us a bit about the product and who it's for?
You bet. So we have a production residential home builder software. It's built in Microsoft Dynamics Business Central, and it runs on the cloud. And we rebuilt the whole of the software about 6 or 7 years ago. It was something that existed previously, but we rebuilt the software in a cloud-based version, making it current. Microsoft releases updates every 6 months. We release updates at least every month. And one of our differentiators is that we absolutely make sure that we're current. We welcome requests from customers, and we will put them through into our software wherever we can. We very much focus on the fact that we are built onto a financial ERP software. So CFOs like us, controllers like us, and we hope that eventually that people who want to get their operations and finance teams to work together, they will also like us. So we find inspectors are pretty happy with our mobile versions. People are comfortable doing selections with us. But the key to our software is that everything comes into a single professional ERP package, and we will make sure that you have good financial reporting in Dynamics Business Central. That's roughly about it.
What would you say your sweet spot is in the market?
So we happily do implementations on any customer. We very rarely would work with anyone who makes less than 5 units per phase per year. Typically, they run sort of hand in hand, maybe every 1.5 to 2 years for the sort of customers we work with. Our sweet spot would be normally 100 to 1,000 units per year, but we happily work with customers who are making 30 units. That could be a couple of mid-rises or one mid-rise per phase with, one unit could be just one of the units. It doesn't have to be a single family dwelling. A lot of our customers also do some mixed-use commercial as part of that, but our focus is production residential.
Oh, great. Okay. So with knowing all of that, I think would you say this is the perfect time to walk us through a few of the key features on the product, like the Suite Engine product, and what products you would say you want clients to know about and the ones that stand out the most to you?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Why don't I share my screen?
Of course.
And so what you're looking at here is a Business Central. It's this is the location. All Business Centrals are loaded here, and every person clearly gets their own tenant. What you'll see is this is the admin version of the roles that we have. We have a site super role. We have an inspector's role. Have a financial controller's role. There's a bunch of different ones, and these queues change. Each one of these queues is an easy way to find out what we want to look at. So for instance, if I want to look at lots, I click on it and it lists my lots for me. I'm not restricted by the different type of phase that I'm in. And you can see I've got a couple of different phases from a couple of different locations. The queues continue as a concept over on the right-hand side over here. And you'll see this is quite specific to builders. I've got the number of house areas for this particular lot, which has this particular model on it. If I want to go into the detail, then I can go and have a look at all this stuff. I can look at the sales values. I can look at a budget summary. I won't spend too long on that. What I will do is I'm going to point out something that normally people find very helpful. And over on the right-hand side, one of the things I can see here is a budget page. I'm just going to click into that budget page and you will see a bunch of cost detail codes. These are completely editable by the user that don't need us to be involved in that. We've had people who've done this implementation essentially by themselves. We've got some very helpful help files. We've now introduced an AI tool to help you type a question into the help to say, how do I find a purchase? How do I create a lot? And it will guide you through that process. If I look at this particular thing, you'll see that I've got estimates, I've got planned. Estimates are typically what you would expect. I put an estimate on a model. I don't know what it's going to be, but I hope it's going to be this based upon a cost group. And then over here, by the time I've secured my vendor contracts, I've put them out for tender, I've got my bids in, then I'm going to be able to enter some contracts in here. So you can see over here, I've got 3 different contracts, 2 of them against the same vendor. These are the prices. The system tries to give you clues about what's going on throughout. So I can see here, this was my budget, this is my vendor contract. This is what's been posted and this is what's remaining. So throughout the system, we'll do that. Back on the main page in the summarized level, you can see on this particular one, we're way over. And so if I want to go and have a look at why, then I can drill into this actual amount and I can see, look here, there's a line here. This wasn't part of the original contracts. I must have had to call this person in. So one of the benefits that we offer is this full integration between financials and operations. So if I want to go and see, what was that? I can click on this navigate button and it says to me, this is what happened to give you that $6,000 overage on that particular line. And in here, I can see I've got a purchase invoice, some GL entries, tax entries, and all that sort of good stuff, so I can pay the vendors. Creates an accounts payable entry. That's all very well. But in here, I can look at this. I can see, okay, here was a purchase against this trade here. This is what it was. Just nothing particularly helpful. But thankfully, someone did put the original invoice in here. And so I can just open it up, have a look at it and go, okay, so there's some corrective work and whatever this may be. I'm just going to close this down. But what I was able to do was from my lot, open up a budget screen, see that I got an overage, look into the actuals, open up the original purchase invoice, which could have come in using an OCR reader if we wanted to set that up. And it was just nice and easy to get to see that sort of stuff. If I was to look at a couple of extra things, is that all right, Eri, if I just go and have a look at a couple of extra pieces, or are we really stuck for time? I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
Okay, thanks, mate. So I'm going to just have a quick look at some stuff. So for instance, if I wanted to, I want to show you kind of how easy it is to create stuff. I'm going to go and create a purchase invoice in less than a minute for that vendor. There was a Van der Wert Foundations. That was one of the vendors of the contract. If I want to, I could do this with an OCR, but I'm not going to bother to say which phase it's for or which contract it's for. I'm just going to click OK. And what it does is it lists me all lines that I've said, these are what we're supposed to be paying for with the price that was on the original vendor contract. If, for instance, I said that the vendors only sent me information for pouring footing and I want to go and type that in and like I've got 1 and 4, they're both completed. I can see the site super has marked these as completed. Saves them having to gather all their tickets together each day. Let's just say I just did those 2. I add them. Here they are on the purchase line. Everything's added up. Taxes calculated, total amounts there. All I've got to do is enter the invoice and post it. So we try and make that life easy for people to be able to process. A couple of other really small, or not small, but helpful tasks. If I'm, for instance, to go and have a look at where I am from an operational perspective with this particular job, I can see in here there's a list of tasks. You can see down the bottom here that these planning lines are related to the vendor contracts, yet again, bringing together financials and operations so that the two can not have to keep sending documents between them. If one person does one thing in the system, whether it's for a phone or a tablet or a PC, then it all comes into here. But what we do is we provide a nice little Gantt chart. This has got a critical path based upon length of time, easy to extend, easy to complete. These are completed, these are not. So I'll just close that Gantt chart down. We got some great views as well. We've got calendar views. I'm looking at this just based upon a lot. You can look at it for the whole phase. And we got a really good tool which lets you see what's late. Like it shows it in red. If we're a little bit late, it shows it in orange. Otherwise, it shows it in green if we're on time. And that compares completed and incomplete. Couple of other things just to give a bit of a demonstration. If I want to go and have a look at a color chart, so I'm going to do a selection package. We try and make it easy for people to see this information. I can click into these choices. Let's just say I want to go and do some flooring. I'm in this color chart. Everything in black has been selected. Everything in red needs some work. So I'm halfway through this color chart. We got some videos to show this in more detail. But let's just say I want to go and pick some flooring. Customers changed their mind. I haven't submitted this yet, so that's okay. Instead of picking the Cherry American, they're going to go and pick the Blackwood. I picked that out. It updates the price. I've got square footage in here. I've got my takeoff values. Everything is easy to work with in here. And if you want to, you've got these nice images. If you want to put them in, if you don't want to put them in, you don't have to. So we just make doing that sort of selection package nice and slick and easy to help with. And if we got any time left, I was going to do a quick demonstration of inspections.
100%. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. Just I'm banging through this as quick as I can. Just going to want to bore people, but I'm going to go in the same lot. Let's just say that I want to create a pre-delivery inspection. Someone's already done some inspection on call, but I want to do a pre-delivery, which means I want to have a list of items to work off of. So in here, I create my inspection card. I'm going to pick the pre-delivery. I'm going to pick me as an inspector. Let's just say I'm going to put some time in, time out. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I'm just going to do it. So it's today, it's between 10 and 11. And then what I do is I come back to this and I'm going to say, go give me the checklist entries. And I want you to tell me what I should be going to look at. Most people we work with, they just have this because they have to. It has to show what they were supposed to look at. But what most people we work with, they're experienced inspectors. They don't want to have to go through the checklist one point at a time. What they want to do is they want to go straight through the house, tape measure in one hand, mobile phone, tablet in the other, take photos as they go. So, like, I mean, just say I get into bathroom number two. I got a problem with electrical, so let's just pick there. So we got some predefined lists here. You can change them, make them whatever you like. And let's just say stock it is not correctly installed. If I was on my phone or a tablet, I mean, I could do it on computer, but it makes more sense on the phone or a tablet. I'll take a picture. And as you can see, everything's been pre-filled in. If you take the trouble to set it up, if you don't, it's okay. You can change it. If I can say, look, yeah, hey, it's not going to be this vendor, it's going to be this vendor over here. But all of this on a phone, handful of clicks. We've tuned it for phone and tablet. And then let's just say I could either take everything back to the office and do it there, or I could just proceed right away. My work order's created. Let's go and send that. It says it's going to change it to issued to let me know that it's doing a little bit of automation. We can put a message in here if you want, but it went out, found the email for that inspector for the trade who's supposed to be fixing this up. It dropped the document on the bottom here, and then I can send this off. I won't bother to send it off. I just discard this email. But there you go. That is a hopefully quick run through the system with a few looks at operations, a bit of a look at budgets, how they work, but most importantly, how we can get operations and finance to work together in the same system. That's one of our key goals.
Great. I'm sorry, I had to mute myself because of the ambulance noise around me.
No, yeah, hopefully nothing
Ambulance
too
and the
bad.
police cars they just keep, running through.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, no worries,
but
man.
yes, I think whoever is going to watch this video will get like ample information about the platform. I did have one question though.
Hmm.
You mentioned the AI feature, but you just brushed over it. Uh,
Hmm.
is there do you just want to share a few things that the AI feature on Sweet Engine does, and like how cool is the feature? Just let us know about that.
Yeah, yeah, we got a lot of actually basically we lean off of the back of Microsoft's Copilot, which is built into Business Central.
Oh,
And so you may know, you may not. But so, for instance, if I go to bank account reconciliations here, you can see that in the bank account reconciliation, I have this button. Wherever I see this, then what I can do is I can reconcile it through Copilot. So
ah,
what happens is I pull a file in from the bank, I go into this, and it will use AI or it will use Copilot's engine to go and perform the reconciliation rather than me doing it manually. We have other tools for this. So, for instance, if I'm in a lot and I was to go to this lot in here and look at the planning lines, well, maybe that's not the best example. If I'm to go into the budget and I flip over into this analysis mode, you will see that there's a new analysis button down the bottom here. So it drops
ah,
me into a predetermined analysis mode, and I can create this, and I can say, show me a list of costs to complete in reverse order, and then I can like ask it to do more things, and I can say. only show me the top 10 or whatever I may want to do.
Yeah.
That's part of what I was talking about. So that's Copilot within Business Central, and wherever you see the Copilot link, you can ask it questions and it will do feedback. The other thing which I was talking about was in the help files, we have this. This is our knowledge base. The knowledge base is significant, it's substantial. It's costs context specific too. So if I'm in the budgets page, it opened in the budgets page of the menu here. But what I can also do is I can say, show me how to, I don't know, create a lot. I don't know. I've never done that search. Let's see whether it does anything. So there you go. So it's a search within this knowledge base. The knowledge base comes with the product for free, and it says, like, you want to how to create a lot, and then here are lots in HomeBuilder. This is how to manage models and items, which is very important actually. So it pulls the different knowledge base articles that we've got, and it lists them in here, so we can start to work through that a little bit more. There is another knowledge base search which we offer as well. So anyway, there's a couple of them, but normally I would walk through those when I show people how to use the system. So AI is integrated into the base product for certain transactions. It's built into it from an analysis perspective. It's built into it from a help perspective. And one thing which I missed is also we also supply a Power BI report, and I kind of forgot to bring this up earlier. We supply a Power BI report which goes and pulls in. We've pre-set up all the links into the back of the database. That's normally the painful thing about creating an analysis tool. So we did that. And for instance, if you look at this model budget, I can see this is something which I built. You'll also see that Copilot exists in here. So I've got a reporting tool. It goes out, grabs the data, and what I can do is I can initiate data searches within Copilot. This is asking me to do a little bit of work here, so I won't do that here. But I can. You have to select a workspace. I haven't connected this today. Yeah. Anyway, so you can initiate Copilot as part of the Power BI report. So you can ask it to build an analysis report for you. So those are a handful of the AI tools that we have built into the system. Does that
Sweet.
give you enough?
100%.
Okay,
100%.
cool. Thanks for asking the question.
Yeah, honestly, I think that does justice to a an overview of the product HomeBuilder by Suite Engine. Thank you so much, Matthew, for taking time out to do this with me.
Thanks for the questions, Eri. Appreciate it, mate.
Of course, I really hope that anyone that's watching this video is running to pick up their phones to call HomeBuilder by Suite Engine.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining on this episode. Before we do that, Matthew, is there anything else you would like to add?
I'm sure there's a million things I've forgotten, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Let's keep it short. Let's keep it sweet. If people are interested in this, then they'll give us a call. That's good.
100%, 100%. Thank you so much, Matthew, for doing this.
Thanks a lot, Eri.
And I'll see you guys on the next episode of ConTechHQ Podcasts.